comfortable. Important thing is to make eye contact. Keep looking into the eyes of the interviewing officer. The questions are going to be bunched, 5-6 questions in a battery. So first remember the questions and then answer as many of them you can without being reminded. Okay, the sequence doesn't matter as long as you can cover over the number of questions which are asked. Okay, now a lot of questions will have how, why, give reasons. Even if not from your point of view, you try to give reasons and as many details as you can in relation to the question asked. But the details should be relevant to the question asked. And what you can convey in 10 words, do not try to convey the same thing in 100 words. Be precise and to the point. Now, since this is also one of the technique to assess your OLQs, we are trying to see more on your mind, on your thought process. And that thought process is coming out in the form of words. Okay? So, whatever you speak is going to be taken as what you're thinking. Therefore, many times what happens, you are under stress, you're not getting the right sentence or the right word. Don't do that. Sometimes you speak the wrong thing and you are thinking something else. So communication has no issues on that count. And you can speak in Hindi and get along. Don't stretch yourself on any such point. Do not tell lies. If you don't know anything, gracefully acknowledge it. But ensure that before you go for the final conference, you update yourself on questions not asked. Okay? Do not ask your friends, oh yaar, kya pucha tha? What answer did you give? Or my friend gave this answer and she was recommended. It has no relevance or bearing. Your PIQ or your lifestyle is different totally from what the other person has. Therefore, you be original and stick to originality, which is what we are looking for. Okay, the opening is to make a candidate comfortable. Therefore, it will be something which will be asked to, something which the candidate is familiar with. Therefore, it could be about your journey details, it could be about your preparation, it could be about your place you stay, and people who are working, it could be about their job. So keep yourself updated. Now, there is two factors to this. One is that when the interviewing officer puts up a question that which is something familiar to you, he would like to see how well you are oriented with things which you have already done. What is your presentation, how logical it is. And to the candidate, it is a plus point because already aware of the thing, you keep speaking, you keep hearing your voice, and at this stage, the interviewing officer will not interrupt you. Therefore, he'll keep nodding, he'll say, good. So now you're hearing your voice, you're seeing the response, and you start feeling more confident. But here also, like I said, details for anything which is asked, whether it is general awareness, whether it is about your place of residence, whatever it is, give as many details as you can. Okay, so these are generally the important do's and don'ts. Thereafter, I will now be starting with the interview. When the interview is in progress, do not interrupt or ask questions. Continue answering whatever you feel you have assessed based on my question, and do not make it into a question-answer session. Try to give as many details as you can. Ideally speaking, 70% talking should be done by you and 30% should only be done by me. Okay? And do not be flat. Keep your voice modulated and speak loudly because you're going to sit a little far off. Therefore, if you don't speak loudly, you will not be audible, especially towards the last part of your sentence. Okay? Okay. So then with that we start. Sarah, tell me something about the place you come from.